Monday, Minister Yama Kuya, Yamado, and Bama Hodin, Juma Sani, Fatan, and Sani, say. You better was a first home of few films on a pay, Yamma, so you need a home with your home como, and some will travel the one cat and so you see the home como nano pen and fish, the training in Chinkuna, the Ghana home como, from a Kwame Ditia. You wish you need a commercial every time. I want to some Tony. A last time I said, go say, a branch of Odin Fee, a Unumian, 23-year-old boy who could you what they call him, a bitch him. And I feel now pay fat publish a front page story. I'll say 11 prostitutes arrested in Tamale. Alas, I'll be training in a home for me. Actually, Alaza, good morning.
It's the same.
Alas, I'm working now, so last time we shared the Sunani bus, me sure we be a course to come.
Yes, Sunani be a course.
You didn't mean Katare. Your friend is saying
Asana Katare.
Asana Katare. Katari, a Casabe in a chessay.
Katarania, the Gomba Casa, a goodwill.
And Tiasana goodwill. Wabayi, I know channel, also of us what channel.
You make
okay, last story, you know, 23-year-old boy who could you know what they call him, which much him got catching and pay.
Andra, you call press conference or Northern Regional Police Command. Na Superintendent Otua Champon, na Odia Kasai, na all my briefing or Chemus. A brand TBA will be 28 years. I have a friend Mohammed. Or no, Nano Saturday no.
Oh, and yet 23 but 28.
28.
Okay.
28.
Okay.
Na omoye operation done Saturday no anajo. Na omoko mia tamale areas are not almost suspect say nkrofo enamhonoma omoye to say illegal as nema. Amuko shia Mohammed no ewo drinking bar bi na omuhu no mo suspecting no na armborn search na omuborn no omuhu locally manufactured pistol na omu bisa ni say tune free or see or no there na o free bi na ehye no na no re fi say o intima found to fi na all the nam si no we dey yentiase na omu ehye no na gidi AC enti ndra yoko honoma na channel phone you na otimi hu say omama bandage ewo ne nine na all struggle on better open say police no be chino na gidi here enti ndra omo che no ma ye channel phone ye di che na ono na superintendent to champion say ombe are no court so that going forward, no, on bit match the MIS because I see illegal possession or new warrants or issue covers a firearm, no, into ensure the right things are done. Now, they're not Andra MI call them say not 11 prostitutes be or much or more within that same operation now. Omo year or Tamale no. Na ambayo bia omedi best back 11 na at least no from 25 to 18 years and how much na suspect say omoye asha ofo apply trade within the Tamale Metropolis and to also superintendent O2 Achampon edit to central when he say omobe process na so omo hwe say omo ba Ghana illegally omo de omo ba ma immigration
ade omo ye foreigners ana
omo na omo nyina foreigners so omo appearance na obia enye Ghanaian na omo nyina foreigners
by appearance ana so omo adomodwen so hu kwan omo fa so
no ye ne ba kokasai no ono o chere say Oba Northern Region Ghana say or be applying the trade in prostitution now or no or say or jam near examinations via Nigeria or say or physical aquatua education so and into no or say by December now on no way na been say obesanko and Superintendent Kasha crime officer Kasha omoba process omo the akoma immigration ma deportation on bemo na omo asanko back to Nigeria. In Indra no asema AC Tamale.
Alasan sa police for round down we But now a popular sport and foreign intelligence. So what brought about the decision of going after them after all?
To me, Kai said last time police especially after almost year Madam Agatha policewoman now police headed to Manfo him say henceforth no omo be random operation within Tamale Metropolis so that omo bet me a preemptive deterrent almost suspect to say omo AD assembly Tamale area and no and almost almost start rounds random operation within Tamale Nenti. Preventive measure. And so can one last Saturday now almost 30 years operation no Tamale.
But when there are known joints, I need some Sadi and Koso.
No, CCR joints no adults will be. The idea will be almost metropolis Tamale metropolitan town. Now town bia started within that stage now and some be within that area and no prostitution and illegal criminal activities and this particular prostitution Tamale Potemon and yet one day and Dabaqua Kosolinti, but this people normally ensure say or ebe around I then among Saka San Uncrofua or Moody and Semboni within Tamale Metropolis. So that going for no very detailed others as you say obey BB and now obey Assembonia. I will say at least police eyes are on the ground almost say Bibia Ebekosi.
And she Omunina and Yeman Franfo and Ghana for Fra. It's a Ghana for Fra also.
Not Ghana for Encount, not Omunina, Osho Munina, not Omufri, West African neighbor country or Onomo.
I don't know, I say by appearance, and I'm to one information
on beside not Bako, and the Kasai, not Omunina, and Pesa, and Bakona or courage, not in the Kasai. No, or Chese, no, Omunina, foreigners, not or Sanka say. Obimu ha to say omo no omo ashomo bo off omaka off under supernatural BBB say oba abe juma say na one me no enye sa juma na within this period when
let's just nkofo bi watamale wona go from Nigeria ba na
debi normally Nigerians for last time so what can I say they in some to say na mama bi wo ha or free Nigeria no nejuan say okofa young girls say free Nigeria abatamale e mo abaye ashawo yes suspect say na nkofi sa girls say some of them because now obum or best three say by under duress to say kidnapping tendra na superintendent to a champion say o hwe asem no enye prostitution kra na another way another crime act also because kidnapping into omo behwemu na omo immigration ebekasa so that the necessary procedure will be done so that not omo deport omo nyina
nti omo mgofa asama every Nigeria ba mo so twen say
currently no that last omo saka ma bi nti ndra asem this year nti me embisa asem na ma me na de ekosie. But then going forward, no, the superintendent Otua champion the two century for him say, or say yes, see him say Tamale Adani metropolis area and be on baye a preventive crime no omo na so bia on no more free citizens are more Tamale chiefs and elders say uti assembia to suspect bia say where the Oba police station our free police about one man so that at the some preventive crime no preventive crime because Juman say ensure say life and property no is preserved.
Now, Alasan, Tamale Free Municipal Bar, regional capital. So far, economic life change. I mean, the way of people live their life.
Economic life, they boosting. To say boost na cost too much.
I boosted such a name of war. I Diana.
The standard of living at Ewa Tamalino, I know the ultimately and compare to Accra and Kumasi. Her standard near a little bit low. And it is set in Papua and Kaobeton or Accra now Kumasi bears 50 cities, no, at least I know. 30 cities. But then the economic activities boosted because especially Sundays. So Sundays are Tambal area out to me who say hawkers and traders or more turn them out to say send our oko cantamanto who say obi and crawford be brave turn them on. Sa na sisia almost start our Tambal area and Krone expanded new buildings, but new areas, but it's areas in our magic. And yet, to say, Opa area one now, Sanawako, Epio, areas in our emergency, Tamale economic activities no boost cost royalty, the disaster we in a buyer.
The last time police for you in super, mammy, police for Gofoko in 20 years, Tamale, 2 to 2 near Basama, so far, no security situation is the same. Saka is no omode omosaka drive na or kasaka no inti ono echemus nkrofo na omo ehya edisa ejuma bonenti police saka inti last week omo process omo bi ediko court inti no ongoing procedures koso omo de bibia akoshe court nsa into course mu suspects na omochi no crese omoka ho amomukun police awana na omonka into and the process na dey start a long time. But general security wise, it is saying apart from that case na police for any day channel.
Security wise, Tamale okay currently because initially no number 3 months ago no. Now there another issue I started ban say armed robbers started snatch pickups so sure na pickup pan na omo to say omo need that so omo snatch what Tamale Metropolis into no ni nyina sa particular trending issues here Zambia na police na say Sasemi there say Tamale ya scientist ya fire ya 9 AC former sana ekono enkoshara enkosi inti na sisi omoye preemptive random operation within Tamale omo ensure say at least so wa dwembonia and there say odida
money as a police for money abre pa
sisi ade omani abre.
Now we should team for from some municipal level to regional capital no.
Osha Tamale itself and northern region in itself no predominantly omo traditional leaders enti police omo ejuma normally no na omo address omo engage traditional authorities aka so that Sabibi Asia omo edikan beto young jana youth no in no ongoing process omo ye last time Tamale project any Tamale metropolitan executive friend Musa Superior or forum bia offer chiefs and elders and malams and Musa Islamic cleric and security forces by ombetinasi can say prostitution and criminal activities are a war Tamale area on say omunina eboa ema ekosu omobua mabibia ekosu enti na omo free traditional authorities so omo pie because omo no omo kasa ma youth na enti omo pie no omo support so that no Tamale sana ekono Tamale to say bad image about Tamale name and bad name about Tamale area enti omo be ensure say sa encourage say who pie best akora pie na abo it enyumre na onyamba fie ana omo loiter around midnight nyina na Musa Superior ensure says had no ompene emma enkoso bi
engineer political season me wa now we share the dynamics of politics in Tamale now they compare niema akoso no de ebe koso nyina ensisan betumi afi bia aba na
so politics there say eba asema na ya say frankly this particular case at say police abaywa ya born tune na start initial stages no na the politics come because suspect na initial suspect na police in Sakom no me no na back on Crawford the first announcement about so much nipa back no now Crawford say oh papa we the NDC NDC 4 now almost our boss second suspect no fortunately or unfortunately no so say none leanings or MP no with the MPP as 17 and no and initial stage the MPP NDC as until this political season there what people need to do is to ensure so almost say the crimes crime shouldn't have any political color, neither should it have any tribal or ethnic way. We ensure that the right thing is that, but we share Tamale Metropolis and one particular warrant situation. So much criminal, as a criminal activities, they are trying to put a blame on a certain political party.
Sometimes they make reference to the fact that branching when a political party be a daily pain.
Say obi wo ha to say oye staunch supporter of a particular party to say omo year rally and no also can be and as political head be event on also so omo e wo hono na to say odi assembly a omo hwe say we di assembly omo di sa political party na no mu say omo event as in European and they are born say Crawford the Omas man, and I will say there's an almost it's a worrying situation. I want to make say Crawford.
Now, finally, we share near man for the general to about Tamalia. I have a to about a best son.
Yes, a best son. Because you've not see a more Tamalin and your best 20 years and 15 years. See, I'll be asking more to about depending on our more present condition. Yes, first no now Tamale Northern Region to was staunch members and our staunch supporters of political parties. On no matter what
political party
but see the changing that generation now more system no more ya changing that particular way no. See the more to abano based on their living standard.
So Oshana Sitane Kuyi the anno political party also.
Now and one son or
Omon should be a Sibia party in the manifesto.
So only Obi about Obi or this staunch member of a particular political party said, oh, we the district here. No.
But with the final politicians now, Omudi change your Tamale, do they have influence on the minds of the people by what they say?
Yes, they do. Yes, more influence. Influence now or more. Especially more immediate party members influence no
Alas, and I say influence on we ni asitem abehwa to obene say ya boy because me hwe asitem nkoyi papa ne ba o say be where would I na me gina kasa bia
sisia no another technique dia youth no say who say development on development yet say first now no on my head Omaka opinion develop. She said they are more short petition demanded for their right because say development are more right. So more threatening say if you don't do this in this community for us, you will not get our vote. And here same as she said there ceremony wire threaten politician and so once a political season no there now almost so more run all around and so it's the microphone say the right thing is done and now the baby microphone panel at least halfway before our election because almost suspect to say so when yet no more kotoaba to
alas I don't pay the oboy Tamale nkomo e be dance pa nyame kan ho
yo miss me das
Answer na ma dwa kwa ba no me call line so na Samson Asaki executive secretary ma Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana. Now the krata tin bia ba krata no so mun sam do so pa anti ye beje bre na fi Asaki atumi a cheche ma chere. Asaki mu ache mu akwa ba no pay.
Mini ave mejuso. Na
wo Ghana de. When I was busa sa won say on na ba yi pa je say atiye ma refi.
Oh. We are mini ave ma papa. Me just say me to me ejuma. Me food that.
Ya me chane say eni ma ko yi ma onto urefi yen.
No David. That only I know that be I am see. Na me near doctor Obe and the growth on na umba juha ni na flari na ajaya wa habo any market was day. Say market issues about more concern of potter. Maybe enter na moon prayer. But move ya some the adults every hour we get issues at the clearance sector. And say one we should share me. Say the muyo na and the power na me sorry say.
Nasa Samson dey bedi unkomo say ya mfrɛ one antro buy just say wo tro ba uma na teacher if na fe yeso enya aboto ni di hu nkomo nyesa
you market mujitum ba musumu me de musumu ya na tum so na yenkwa eni
ya kwa ni yan contract no so anopa mi saka krata tintin firi wa so e dey pa na wo krata mu person je say
you me that my men di krante uti for ina ya tiro say o hwe krata me de tuja no say since MPS buy no better your operations no never be bree ana aban no omudi directive bia ba hab ho na ya from July 28th to date no as me never better ana say aban no better so don't say the directive am the ban na many mistake the sense here no e the how be back ana emfa how be back na say the how be back ya be day na how no be back from because we share the reason for MPS terminal now. About say embema the cost of doing business in our port no about from so that we can win other countries to bring their goods through our port. What they are saying. Most importantly, say yeah, to see at your port no the length or the depth of maybe the ship they are about bed no echo super it will receive bigger vessels. Because bigger vessels, that's what I name to say about 40,000, 45,000, 50,000 containers. A little big vessel on him, sir. Now, you straight vessel. Every amanone, a back on say. But them so by inside.
What's say?
You wanted to ask a question, Anna.
I was listening to you, not with you.
Okay, good. So, first, say before
Samson, time
maybe uko Holland kopanema ana uko UK kopanema maybe nemano other like you are flying out to America instead of getting a straight flight no, you have to go through transit flight into other countries until you get to America. But for now no, you now have some like straight flight that the way you fly to America straight no. With the MPS no, we prepared and said that more cargo can come. So if cargo were to go to Nigeria, if cargo had to go to Ivory Coast, if cargo were to go to Togo, and because they will have to consolidate it, the ship will have to consolidate it. They can't consolidate now. Or Togo, or Fawi, Kaboom. Okay, Ghana now have the biggest port in terms of comparing. Look at Burkina Faso port, look at Nigeria port, look at Togo port. Ghana has now the biggest place to go and drop the containers. So Omudi Babaha. So Omudi containers in Ababa do her. Ansana Sif Kitwano Subafa Equa Amemia Bibri. Now that is the hope of doing business. That's the reason the purpose of the MPS terminal train. But they tend to say, we are now buy a meeting. Now I buy so before any container leaves that terminal train, I say Omuncha duty. I say, Abano, well, Abano Omo Pesca. You say about Pesca, say Omo Payajima. embo minia ya wo amanfo a me am so wo da fo a mo ye important ya wo amanfo a mo ti ko fa cars to 4 e container sa container wo de ba do to port MPS na ye si ko tia duty na obi wa do sika no endu sa on tin tia duty at once. Most importantly again, custom officers sometimes they have to look at the car and some red car no the car way the duty ni and sana omutim bo duty man important ko tia. 3 car containers are cars the same for no. Say ya the balance situation duty ni na one thing yes can go tia duty ni na. You can also make amendments to assign it as well as the consolidated to assign to individual ownership. What I say, and not even that. So your dear container you can't know like at Golden Jubilee. Now you can't know what Golden Jubilee that is who belong to Ghana Port and Authority. Now you can't know what. Now if I can't know your friends say car park hono, safe bond hono. Now cars is shown they are under strictly watch till the import the what you do. With that one, you save the importer from paying space like car decision and then paying containers because the cars are still kept in the container. Because one time you do to Babatia. What is that? So the rent and the moral is catching the importer at the same time, which is a cost. Quite apart from that, yeah, well, reefer containers, they say you can find frozen food at my neighbor. MPS is not their work. MPS, even in the original contract that was signed, now, reefer containers there, yes, you have Ghana Port and Authority, because almost you see taxpayers money, LC dedicated terminal is for reefer. Who call about plus? Once electricity will be, so that at least answer the import tobacco of fund reefer container, because reefer container you find them free. I'm on the Baba to Ghana. I say before you take it from the port to your warehouse, it must be certain temperature. The temperature now reduce back. Many of them, many way of number marketer. I be on wholesome Nema, which is not the best. So yeah, you see that the side direction of the man. They have to take reefer container from the MPS terminal straight to Golden GPH terminal. Quite apart from that, or more quite to say many more Mban and Bema more Makola, what you call Dubai, what you call other areas. You have to turn them up, they are Nipa Menu, Nipa Mensa, you carbon name money at the 1 container. Because you can only do load of food container. So we consolidated. And also, Baba to tell a point to answer the container. Yes, I really there. Yes, we raised the issue to say that now Ghana Port and Authority, I abide there. They abide it. Previously, time I Omuya Joe port inside. So yes, ship up 3, I'm a never do to my port. May I evacuate containers. May I go outside terminals. I have container more diverted. But what about Ghana Port and Authority? Oh, yeah, by the okay, Director General, no, over head office. Now, I want a terminal manager or Golden Jubilee. And now I want a frozen terminal manager or maybe a frozen containers the one. Now, I can they are bringing container from the port to my terminal and the container got diverted. Even the DG, I don't buy farm DG, and I buy DG, and the DG column, may I remember column, the pump terminal manager, for not doing your due diligence to make sure that you protect the government interest. And I'm a what? So you cannot convince me, say, that the decision to say let's all containers stay at MPS on. It is as a result of protecting government revenue. Because if they transfer the containers, it might get missing. What the other? So we think that this is not laudable. Another problem here was that before MPS buy now there were scanning companies and whatever port on. Now those kind of companies, the contract was given to Ghana, a Ghanaian company. Nick, so what you say? Nick say. It is still a valid contract, not that the contract has expired. That all cargo that are coming into the Ghana, which is I was say, I have Utukwe, with a Fahako Elibu, about mobile scanners or Ufako a president, Aflao, about a scanner or your friend say, Taga, about a scanner, mobile scanners or who feel about airport, about the scanners or who feel about the porter, about the scanners or your father anywhere, any of the corner, approved corners that goods are exiting or coming into the country. No, it must go through scanner. It's a contract between Abai Ghana government and the Ghanaian company. Now, MPS and the construction of MPS, they are not supposed to do scanning. The working scenario is that the MPS area Terminal 3 is full, maybe vessels are there, the charges, and another vessel is to come in. And they go to the previous Terminal 2, which they hand over to DPJ. They will clear the containers there. Even containers that are supposed to go to Golden Jubilee, that is the consolidated goods, and now transit cargo, and maybe container a minimum war, your friends say, a minimum war Terminal 2. And so, on container the fuel to those scanners, scan through and take it to transit car yard or to take it to Golden Jubilee, almost that they will take them everything from Terminal 2 all the way to Terminal 3. That's the Community 3. Then before they will scan them through and bring it down, it became a cost because they are charging importance on transportation. Why shouldn't be so? Because if Terminal 2, there's a vessel there that is discharging goods, and it's supposed to come to those containers are supposed to go to other transit cargo and now transit yard, and now they supposed to go to Golden Jubilee. There was no need for MPS to say Kinchina is a must. We must transport them back to our Terminal 3 and then ask the port to come. Then the importer will go there and they will charge the importer transport, and the port will transport it to their yard and they will also charge the importer. We think this is a double cost to the importers, and it's a waste because we have scanners. If it's about scanning, we have mixed scan at that gate. We have GSL scan at that gate. We think if there are containers being discharged at Terminal 2, they are destined for Ghana Port and Harbour Authority, either the Golden Jubilee and Ghana Port Authority transit yard. There's no need for them for MPS to carry them all the way to MPS Terminal 3 before transporting them back. Charging importer, we think that is another problem. Again, we share before MPS contract now. Even the scanner that MPS are even using, we're having problems every now and then. And even we are told, say, worldwide, atomic energies, or atomic authorities, you're supposed to use 9 or 10 MVE to MEV to do scanners. Yeah, this one would say almost scanners. They are not mobile. Their scanners are not mobile, are not porters. And yes, scanner who driver you didn't say who need to report, so who need to report. Who call scanner? Yeah, driver of fact container free to report. That's all about scanner or do her or drive it into the scanner. Then you get down. Then they'll close it. Then the machine will move through the container. Then they scan. Then they will open for the driver to go and dive out. Now the driver's health is very important. With these scanners that are being installed at MPS, I continue to ask, what is are you using 9 MEV as atomic as approved, or are you using more than, is it more than 11 and 12 going, or 9 to 10? Because the approved is, you can use 9, you can use 6, then you can use 10. That's the approved rate. But at MPS, that is not what we are seeing, my brother. The driver will drive, as the driver is driving, then the teller is engaging. When they got to a point that the driver head is out, then the scanner starts scanning. Then I ask them, what if the risk system goes off? What happened to the driver? Meaning, say, it will scan the driver, it will scan the container, scan the driver. Not even that. You suppose, if it's a hospital, X-ray, say, you're the one, and say, breathe in, then they do it once. Now, we have situations whereby a driver will go into this MPS scanner, the customer will say, we have not seen nothing, 0. Then they come back. The driver will go in again. At sometimes the driver goes about 3 times. They ask themselves that, is it help to the driver? Because the way they are looking for their money, that's the way to protect our workforce.
But Samson. Hello, Samson.
Yes,
we are okay. You are much concerned because you are a major stakeholder in the industry. Number 2, we are mind Papa Drake Ghana and Ghana me to my perfra. Have you channeled all this to appropriate authorities on where you want Jumana?
They are appropriate authorities. Appropriate authorities any Abai knows that our stakeholder like us. They're supposed to engage us for our advice before even any decision is taken. What they are saying. That's all I know about the military.
But sir, yeah, but Samson about Samson, please, Samson, please listen to me. Samson, Samson, the mention say the facts or Yaban just and Yansen, you know, winning trim. Obviously, also be so tear and answer by way in say, but you are a major stakeholder in the industry. Until the other can be and you put it on paper, you hand it over to the necessary courtest, and then wait, see how what will transpire out of that. Now, see, I can't say there's nothing will happen.
That only the port to know. The port has so many stakeholders working. Yeah, share no more than 4 or 5 times.
I see.
At MPS. Abra, National Security Board. National Security Board no. Say we share information the map by say we say.
Aye.
National Security Board the whole port board. Yawa be that boss. Yawa custom boss no one. Yawa MPS ngata omo yawa kapwa omo ya ina ko meeting as key stakeholders. We discuss this every now and they will do active point. We another major issue make kind of tell me say ya buy a money na ya buy a money. 2 many for agents for so omo custom boss or make us we share custom boss my catch say master directly am farmer MPS. We are not against MPS as a terminal operator, but there are certain issues that are motivated. Look, I was one of the people who said that yes, you may allow dry cargo. You can't dry cargo go. Maybe foods, maybe rice, maybe maybe car engine and what. And then chemicals. The first on dangerous cargo, maybe paint and other chemicals for industrial purpose. And then further food. Do not say. They were working all these three items in MPS. Not even there was no space. And we said, no, there's no way. Because even with WTO standards, no, you can't mix reefer with dry cargo. You cannot be working with reefer and then dry cargo is closer. Until they now set up the commissioner then issued a statement that okay then if that's the case the dry cargo should go to TBT outside terminal. There was a what about the reefer? If the reefer was to go there, then reefer should go to the PH terminal. What happened? You cannot tell me say, Mofa reefer contains a core reefer at the PH terminal. Now it will got missing. And the director general was sitting there, and the terminal manager was sitting there. Then the buyer is not serious. What happened?
And Samson, you had announced in here can't put this and cry.
The attorney say, we've also proposed, Usha report now. We've also proposed that before MPS came to your friend said, operationalized now, previous area, Terminal 2 now, first no. The GPH and MPS used to collect local handling charges together and share. As we speak, because MPS is trying to collect everything, MPS Golden Jubilee as maybe it could be consolidated cargo or whatever cargo that to be clear at Golden Jubilee, the federal GGT, Then MPS will charge you, take their money, the importer get the GPH and they also charge you, which becomes double charge of the same instead of one charge that the two of them share. Everybody is making money, and that becomes a cost to the importer. So we think it is the government who is preaching that hallelujah, that's not for the kid, and I buy not done acquire for the kid. You see, also for sorry, that's not for the kid. Then when then you go for the kid and come back to church. So if you are preaching me to repent that you want to reduce costs, you want to make our port the hub for the ease of doing business, then why are you bringing policies or directives that does not fulfill what you are preaching in the church? What you are saying. So, I buy no point of cover. Everybody, every importer, including agents, are sitting on the time bomb at the moment. But if that directive that all containers leaving MPS must be paid to know, and is making MPS to become a bureaucratic, autonomous. We have gone past the autonomous days. Even, in fact, as we speak, MPS supersede themselves even as a port that they are operating, their authority, not even a terminal. So even the Director General there of Ghana Port and Harbor Authority, or their committee now, they even describe the PH staff as a stakeholder. And I said, David, for what? Who controls the port? Even at some point, I asked
Interesting. I'm saying, Samson, you can't say,
if there's explosion of fire in the pot, because the pot is burnt, if the International Maritime Authority comes to do audit to know what caused the explosion in the pot, are they asking the Director General of Ghana Port and Harbour Authority or are Ghanaian holding the Director General of Ghana Port and Harbour Authority responsible, or they are coming to hold MPS? MPS, you are supposed to get a terminal. Get like ACS terminal. Get like TBT terminal. Get like TCT terminal. They are not port authorities. So you can second yourself powers of the port. We won't agree today. We will agree at that.
Okay, Samson Azaki, you know, you're asking Chichimuna. What can I say? You say background check, never be any Sabana for you. Thank you very much this morning.
Many of them, I said, they don't even know. I do my mayor no more than 5 years. But they are some to a about the Now my future now my wide consultation. No business question. That the citizen agents, citizen free forwarders, they will tell me what it is. If you monitor me for the past 5 years, you realize that issues only that are bringing to bear are truth, and they make the government very tight, and government cannot even push back.
But of course, that is one side of the story.
Something good coming to us. Then we work with government. We are prepared to work with government. We are prepared to support to make sure that all those who import to the port pay their duties, but not in this kind of militant directive and autonomous. We cannot do that.
Thank you, Samson Asaki, Executive Secretary, my Importers and Exporters Association of Water Ports, and then send me a trade guard and any hono. Which one for Nika Cratch and Nano pay. I draw up a come home to the one catani with Dimu Dubu Sukona Feder. I draw more cabano pay. Yeah, Apomuni, Abrabuni, Christopher saying, Pa, you see, I natural also to say, attention in show of videos. It's your videos I make. So the Yamiasi. And then see a dread at Trillium for Domi or the Chayan. Yes, round what is an outreach in oversharing so. No dear any kind. Amen. Not the worker town suba, it's mania holding about the church ye, sending Patan Senior say. 89 Samuel like a Casane Yawa. Yan Shas in Free Ghanaian Times. Stories Navy was say President Akufo-Addo Mons Mugabe. National Labour Commission summons Nagra to strike and will pay 14. 500-kilometer Elubo Aflao Railway in pipeline and will pay 12 as part of ECOWAS transportation project. And a government securing funding for uncompleted infrastructure projects also per 13. Page 12 for the Government says it is making a frantic effort to secure funding towards the completion of various infrastructure projects, some of which date back to former President Kufuor's era, and ensure that the citizenry derive maximum benefit from such projects. Mr. Kojo Oponkruma, Minister of Information, therefore debunked speculations by a section of the media that projects started by previous governments have been abandoned and left to deteriorate. Addressing the media in Techima, the capital of the Bono East region, yesterday the minister cited that following the signing of a concessional loan facility of $20 million between Ghana and Saudi Arabia, the Upper East Regional Hospital in Bogatanga would be completed in October 2020. The loan facility, he explained, has a grace period of 10 years and repayment period of 20 years at a total grant element of 49.0%. And also center spread or Ghanaian Times. On the 500-kilometer Lubu Aflao Railway project in pipeline as part of ECOWAS transportation. Now, what kind of story now? Also, the government has commenced processes to construct over 500 kilometers railway line from Elubo in the western region to Aflao in the Volta region. The project, which forms part of the ECOWAS rail network, when completed, would boost transport services and promote economic activities on that corridor. Ongoing works currently include feasibility studies and other engagements that will ensure that the project, which will be carried out in phases, becomes a reality. The Minister of Railway Development, Mr. Joe Gatti, said this at the debut of chiefs and people of the Ogwa traditional area to clamor the celebration of this year's Fetu Afashe at Cape Coast last Saturday in the central region. Andrea Nko. Yeah,
Masoma Busia, the Bokrata, the Ghanaian Times, and a day, Esase. Now, Ghanaian Times, so called Krata and Finfia, what throw a day about. wasi aban swafo hwa ma ne bo ho nsem owura kojo opon kroma na nimfo ni da ha ono na wo ka se wasi so obi ka se dwumadi awdo anase mputu dwuma awdo aban dada anya bi ayiye ne wanwie na NPP aban we bai wo boapa yi nani wato na sawram ebe sa ya ense enyame dia nyame na hyase emfa me ho wasi sa asare nya nokre obi aka sa nya nokre da evi se dwumadi biara anase mputu dwuma bi a aban dada ne hyase na aban we bai no oguso ebi wo pebesia wo pesika pekona be fa so betimi atoto ho niam na watimi awie dan no ogina so no chemu se baby ti se eya ayaresabia kase a wo si wo Upper East Region ye Upper East Regional Hospital wo Bogatanga enu say yo ye fa edikan fa toso na se aban no wo pebesia e de Saudi Arabia ono ma ye apam besia $20 million ya Ghana ban edi wudwuma na odi se sika na be hyemu na hwie be afi 2020 renters wo wie at won safri ho ama hospital no ahyase eye adwuma wo che se empumtu dwuma na bi wo krampo no a enye NDC aban ye call na no yi na hyase e bi hyase a check mampani dada je ekufo aban abreso e na project ni bi wo no e ba ye na nso ya nwie e bi wo no a NDC aban ba oba no nso beto aso kakra no nso anwie ana MPP aban we aba entini nyina ye kakra enti to bi ka se dwumadie bi wo ho ana se ye empumtu dwuma bi aban no boa payi nani a na sasem no enye nokre owura kojo opon kroma de sasemi atudwa wo tachiman eno na ye krokase emabunu East Region enura no wakasa eno de sasemi atu edwa Ghanaian Times asambo amanie bio wasi sese abaya hyase oba be yiketeke ekwan eye kilometer ahenum 500 kilometers eye rail line na abayi eyi sa keteke kwan no afi elubo edi abesini akọ aflawo wo Volta Region kilometers ahenum 500 kilometers train ekwan ya ban eyi afri elubo West Region abesia ko aflawo Volta Region wase nyina no enhia na se mpumtudwuma abani di gu akwam sade be ya adwadie ebetimi akoso wo Ghana ne ya man ya twa ye ho ahia no ya fi pamfo ne betimi akoso wano ye ntem na aban ahyase to hu kra na mo edada wase da tu nipa yo mo ahyase na wo mo hwehwehwehwe no mo tietie wo yi okruche wo nsem egu enkrata so no ase hu dwadi ase dendende na wei owurajo gate hu ni so no ya ban soafo a o hwe keteke hu nsem so no de kotu edwa ogwa fetu afasha no mo bodwa kese na no mene dei okoka sae no e no de sa semi ekotu edwa we nu nyina efi the Ghanaian Times the Bokratem
yeah 514 story bi Ghanaian Times and so Ghanaian Times na fi enko chronicle so was say National Labour Commission summons NAGRAT over strike. The National Labour Commission, NLC, has summoned the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, over the nationwide strike declared by the association. The commission advised NAGRAT to call off the strike immediately and appear before it on Wednesday, September 11th at 4 p.m. The Director of Administration and Human Resources for the NLC, Dr. Mrs. Bernice Welbeck, said this in a press statement issued and copied at the Ghanaian Times. Dr. Welbeck said the commission was exercising its powers under Section 139 of Act 651. According to the commission's, NAGRAT did not serve any notice on the commission pursuant to Section 159 of the Labour Act 2003, Act 651, which enjoins any party that wants to institute a lockout or take a strike action to notify the commission. The Ghanaian Times in its September 6th issue published that NAGRAT at a news conference in Accra last Thursday declared a nationwide strike with immediate effect over what it described as poor conditions of service. Enjoy.
Yeah, masom abusia Ghanaian Times the Bokratem ni eda so a ewo no na abomayi baso bedwa mo hwe apadie eho ensem beche National Labour Commission NLC wo mo no mokasa no wo mo se na se yankwati a yesi NAGRAT ye teacher fo ko kase no wo mo se wo mo ati atua wo mati atua kasampo se ne ma bi enkoyie eno na NLC se na se mo ka mo so man ye wo mra ye di ebo man na se di bu man ye wo hye da ho na hye di bi ni se wo yekuo kese bi se na so beti atua na se wo nya dwuma woni aban twema nso ana se bibi nkoyie won to wase ese se wo twro krata e di kwama Labour Commission bon wa mane se won said e da stress ni do benti me ti atua na masem nie menteme ho ase etimi ti atua omo ti omo nya nkra bi amfi NAGRAT nje omo de omo ti ense NAGRAT force omo ko strike eti asamwa NLC dia beto dwa wabontin wo mo say wo ma wo fiti sabre yi akwasi ukoda ebei na gratefo antwe sa atuache no ensa no momra wo nchen entro kata wo bekire wade kronti a sa atuache na koso fi se oman no amamomra no ema eye National Labour Commission tumi e mo didi dwuma eti se yesa woti atua na wa mo amamane wo mutimi ema wo san anase ba wo jai na de bokata Ghanaian Times san e de kakra biaba eke ma me fanto aso tew wasi se de ema mo Ablekuma West o mutiri ayeye e wo Greater Accra region and said na se bedwani Mrs. Esla Owusu Ekufu wo no ye MP e wo Ablekuma West wo twasika 250,000 Ghana cedis de ato so de be ye pesia ama emma amwo ne mpehia so yo ba na wo pedwetie kakra de akoton ne ma wo pese okopoma de wo pese okoton pie ota wo pese wa kasa wudi udwa kakra bodwa bia wo se wo ma obia 1,000 Ghana cedis ase asasie de emma be se ahenu aduonum 250 women and ebenya kwanya no makwaje bi se wo se be sia no gi a one for one city crown to so ogi ana wan kasa ebredura no akwa akotua na ofoforo so enyamu bi e de aye wo se wo ye we se na be ya ne important woman no obi abanya dwuma ye no obi ade ahwe ono ankasa ne ho ne Ghanaian Times bo amane se national chief imam wa hwere wono anu nua ba kuma anu nua ba no anya 88 years enti ne wasem e wo de bokrata emu we eye Ghanaian Times
adwa emu nra the chronicle na fe yenko tribal politics that mean in time
me kwa na nka me beka hu ya ka de yifim
yenka ya kan target yenka 4,000 farmers reject new month structural rate and a front page story and embassy chechemuno no way for corruption president affirms stands today it is story no and page 3 ye be kan na fe yakwayenim President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will today outline major strides in the national anti-corruption fight aimed at ensuring its long-avowed commitment to protecting the public purse and curbing the penchant for corruption in Ghana. The discussions will take place at the annual bar conference, which will be held in Takoradi today. Mr. Nkrumah, Minister for Information, said at a press briefing in Techiman in the Brown East region yesterday. He said that the president would first account for how he has handled the anti-corruption agenda and then spell out outstanding steps in ensuring that his commitments on the subject see fruition and comes to pass. It will be recalled that a presidential campaign in 2016 on a platform of ensuring that the national exercise to curb corruption is bolstered, especially with his personal record of incorruptibility and his commitment to strengthening the institutions responsible for aiding the anti-corruption fight. The minister said that the president, upon assuming office, has demonstrated this commitment by undertaking a number of measures aimed at fulfilling this, especially in the last few months. It will also be recalled that just last week, Tuesday, the president dismissed the chief executive officer of the National Youth Authority, Mr. Emmanuel Nyet Asigiri, and his two deputies, Richard Obin and Bright Echampong, following his alleged involvement in some questionable procurement practices at the authority. Adria.
Yeah. Masom the Wakata the Chronicle and I did to us for Ghana Mampeni and Nado in 40 years better say now so walk and walk at a fair to soap me and son or see and yadia by my quine ama proye catasation sikadie akoso ewo memo now a bunch of for sham on the boss so a minister of information urakojo upon Kromana and this has me to do was say a lawyer for cook Casiano one more Jumedia Biomudina Fiafi be a boja Casiano a fee Mampeni kwasi eye nenu akwa kasa omodi ahihya so na odika ono owura kwaje opon koma ne dika ne sentwefo kwakasa ye ekwo waye ni mukaso sa adwumadie no baafo ekuo no mampani ba bekasa afa proye ene ketase hyekankan no oba bekasa afa no wa kire adwumadie pote ya wo betena akonwa so se mampani watimi adi apoa market ase hye anasa proye no yatimi akon etia na o kyese mampani bekwa akwakasa ene dua wa ya na oba kire empempenso ono odi akwakoduro oba ne famudi a waye modi a wabo de ono waye kakra obeye de aka ho ema proye aye kwatia no etimi akọ nanim na woto ne kasa so wo cheche no se nipa nyina beja tun se Ghana mampani na Akufo-Addo de ono wawe yi na so se proye pa be koso no nani ase de enya de a obema kwan wo ba so aye bebrebe na afi 2016 ebra wo ye campaign en wo hye bo se Ghana fo to aba de tumi hye ne nsem a wo ba no o ma etena wo hye me ni Ghana fo sika ne mo man du kro no eto obekọ atia sa se no kan no eni ato nsa friends no omra me chechem no won che de property oba aye watimi aye ama corruption no anu atimi abre ase na no eno opon Nkrumah to aso no wo se mampani oba e wa do pa na oman no wonwuma bia wo mo adwuma di ahye omo nsa ne se mo modwa no mo nhwa tutu ne meye se na be ya corruption enkoso sa oman no nwuma no mampani ba wa hye won sa de wa madwuma no waka de wa boa won se na be yo metimi akoso aye wo mo adwuma yie etia mienu na nsan beto odwa se National Youth Authority mpanimfo bi pani oda no ene na be di achefo mienu yes procurement niema bia kokoso ya mampani ntia se wote o se mo mesenko na wayi wo modi eno eda nchen ya na se beto odwa se owura ageni mboati agei ya Public Procurement Authority on oda no samo kai ya manase azuri ebe ye hwehwemu bi beto odwa se papa ade afere se fomfa wo fomfa onipa ba ko wo contract contract bi mampani nti wo se kan bese ono so apamo no eti wo ka we sei de sisu bi ase mampani no wo ye bi wo bomodin papa panti ne ma wa ye no ene okokasa na wakwa chirichimu amamanfo hu no so refamu di a oba ye wa ye the Chronicle wokọ krata ni fifi FM wa wasi New Montifo edi hye bi ba na akuafo ne temamfo so mo mpene so ne empene so kyena na sisie de ya so wutie se ne Chronicle chechemu no a wasi amanfo titru kra ne akuafo omo wo enkro be se makomako enso emu ne nyina wo Asutifi North Mansimu Asutifi North no ewa hafo mantam emu na akuafo ne amanfo be se makomako empemu 9 4000 omo sa enkro enso ni mu no enkro ni nyina no enkro akua adwuma kuya ena omo ye pa na nyina ne se New Montifo adi hihye bia ba se ba baje omo mfuo no nsase no na omo di akwakọ tu anaso omo di akwakọ yi adwuma enti ebetua empatasika edi ama wo mo na empatasika no yeso wo bia ye beje wasase ye betua 2400 Ghana cedis edi ama wo ana akuafo no se chia na nyi ani so a ya mpene na mpene so chana mo se o adan sen na no yeti ase afi 2013 na no yeti se New Montifo mo kwaje nkrofo nsase edi koyi ye adwuma saa bre no yesi ekofa obi bae so ono me value sa nsase no ne onkyere boa esefota se edi mo obi ya sa afi 2013 sa be ere mo obi ase di mpimu num 5000 Ghana cedis we aya afi 2012 ni 2013 aya dan na afi 2019 obaji nsase a wo ti ebetua 2400 na mo se anye na anye china se mo amfa sa sika ya nko mo ankotum ama na nko mu di na sika na ya anye ne anye ne china eto oba shada trotron ka ta kita se ya anye sika no o ya anye sika no e na pani odi o mo anim kasa de to dwa se New Montifo no mo ani ne ye no mo yo madwe so besisi o mo de a ene mo so mo mpene so ne empene so china we eye ensem bi mo the Chronicle e de bai
Nyafa Chronicle we page 9 and I go story for be we
sorry we was page 9
page 9 see minister direct MMDCs to implement audit report recommendations na any mabane de no answer so I see the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Haji Ali Mahama has directed all metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies to work with their management and respective audit report implementation committees to streamline financial management in their report. In a circular dated September 4, 2019 to all MMDCs with copies to all regional ministers, the head of the local government service and the Director General of the Internal Audit Agency, Haji Ali Mahama, said MMDCs are to, as a matter of urgency, develop a work plan to implement all recommendations in the 2018 audit report on the accounts and district assemblies common fund utilization in their MMDAs. The directive also follows alleged audit infractions and irregularities in the management of DACF and other operational activities of MMDAs as reported by the Auditor General, which dwelt on the 2017 audit report.
Yeah, abusia de ade story so I was the Chronicle. Ya katafo etoso enkono na watro e de aba. Wasi abansoafo no hye enkrase mpumtuo so ene ne yie so Ajia Alima Mahama no wakasai. Wasi animanimu ya watro krata de o hye akoma mesri assembly ni nyina district assemblies no ene municipal assemblies ni nyina say wo ya de district assemblies sika bebro common fund sika ene mudwumadie bia mudie sika bi efi aban mu ba no wi a cho say the sika smesi ye me sika we say koto bi me sika we tua mo abenten twa ni nyina gu nkrata so nyemfa audit wo bibia wa ye bia akruchire nyemfa nkoma mpanifo mo ye sika se mu hwehwe mu free say na no audit report bi ebeto obi anche say district assemblies ni bi no sika se bi anko sika de koma wo no ye hunu nkontabuo no so aye nwonwuran ene ade we ye ha de ade say de district assembly bia animanu mu ya opewumpew audit wo sika se bia na say so twoni nya gu kata so ne ye forward de koma mpanifo onye hwehwem ema french mu ye etimi aye adwuma we aye the chronicle.
On that note, the best yana any man do beso take over any no commercial santiago to konia crowds for commercial you shouldn't change me and to us.
No man to me 14 minutes.
But I did back on go for business and say be football match as here. Your officials on check say BBI okay.
Yeah, of and the law 5 near referee. We do park no so the ball we shed the park no so the ball and no Africa captain you say they go pramano so no. Into more match. And we say mo bo ananse mo be chance here. I feel am ba be chance no. Say yes o go so bo kra sa na ti obe pom obegina match no na wa hwe na wa fresh bia captain you no say na akwakoyenti match into mboba wo hwe kotoko program ni ade na company 40% match omo bo free because kotoko wa Africa na me adma kwesi ade be omni etua for ewo kumase number so mbo free but na de omo ye bia na enya de ebetu
nso ni to ntomo de ahye na yamboa
David many kotoko for no crack as I be a program we so me ye beto aso adi hu ko
and Ghanaian times we try and throw kotoko has presidential cup match rescheduled for today.
Kotoko for program ni ntomo chese omo born na mo se mremu no since you toss a match ya de share 24 hours na just say the next day
sana mrane che
sana GFM mrane but kotoko program ni na we so nya league match fancy friendly match do a president cup there but nya league match a point ni ade a ebia obeka say uni program bia proud to that we crumple a league match kotoko Africa ni tinka bia kotoko betumi asret say the way no o makana na no mo pon ye no announce are case dey ahye china no camera no but yes ana
so kotoko nya time ni to
prepare so nya time prepare because kotoko ni black Africa boy na hard but white fu dey ya na mo nsem no oba no wan hye no na mu anyedu a ukonu kroma enioma bibire
obo me no tu mpena for start wo don come na out of form
many under 24 ko Morocco there be a restaurant hotel one that be do aduane na card chini abo match na Ghana embassy ye aduane bre team no krofo esi entiase
ala de bia na budi na de budi
me kapa Ghana embassy o Morocco no match ne ebo no kwasiada me ndom ye aduane bae kwasiada nkwara no pututu no ma players ne didi ye sene be ya omo betumi ahomre na hotel for no say there bia den na mobile big mu di
bia mu di na na de mu di
because omba har Ghana shom 4-1 tino mu nya 3-0 no mu di akwa
fa ma me tu fa me so ma me tu fu
kama mu di aduane mu nya pa ko sama de da
na de ne do bia ko guma wa
et Ghana mpani for sa tara ma so kredu ne di team nanim omo yes there bi mo de mo se be kakra ye pe Ghana aduane ye di ntembazi be mo se de bi ye pe nkwa mo se be bia mam
Omega na nkwan ni bi
I was your chef na dia wa aduane amope no
we mo nkan
man benefo di Ghana team no omo ya ade pa nya ade a
omo ntiase
ba Ghana fo ni aduane no
omo ni hotel for ni aduane
Dabi me ndaro omo ni omo aduane kwasi ada no panso omo ni omo
ene wo plans bi a ya said
nti match ni ko si say
oh Ghana lose 3-1 but na 4-1 o hada
anti technically
Ghana to me
we grow money ene kaka na edi gu mu fro
mudi last one ya get money go
yo mera of answer be fa no be ba no amemfa asedama glam squad GH I glam squad GH4 ya da omo ase na se na be ya obetimi anya ntade a efe ne ntade a ye papa na ne border form ne bia ya follow mo wo Instagram and WhatsApp omo WhatsApp line 05096278851 Glam Squad GH one more WhatsApp line 05096278851 open tadia F na ye papa na born that from there and ye Glam Squad GH Instagram so one more ewo ho kɔ hɔ a on sabe kan mo entadia e born that from there and ye bebre on sabe ka bi tie do ma se mera hofa
yo Ebusa for yen contemporary fe yen en koma edidi a yen ko maso ne ne kotoko kasa mafo a kena di boache ansan kasa na yen sisudua se match no se beba so ne se maso ne no na yehu kana di wotimi nka me wache eba UTV so anopan
Any major so minya
bibia boko de
ya go part of no pa
enro nsuo na makwan na enden so enhye ne tisen
minya we that say mincha UTV chief for anasha ashe for especially Asante Kotoko supporters are Moshe na pay the chance enro de civil so no year no nka give no be fair we should be a can two teams in the back in no na bibia na was so pay unfortunately force major natural disaster and natural circumstance you know ama yentimi ambo game no so your big assignment at the end we said there be kasi ebone na aha na boy and you know for a bit nase na e decide that for fry between the game na say okay park no so the man mania station mehwesia we say okay mpuni that team so kra na we say so tata center circle one na e bia na e ha adwen pa yenti ye hwe say na ha kredi anim you between the game na so it's a big honor say you will book in bisa they share the sitting president in Manyam ni mo no so ye wo adwedi a say so yedi ni na inshane ba manga na man na ti ye bo eto de game ni wia it say ye nim be probably match na say na ya pedi adafo fry between abo president camp
kana ni bacha no ama ne so kakra mi ye misa we say kana to desire match am ba bebo no mo bo nyame adoma kwasi ada eda ntama nsra mo be ko ye Tunisia no ye nasen
oh you will be 2 weeks your ball na me bo kwasi ada be ya there were 2 weeks say about the return leg against Etoile. And time I say any stakeholders in Gaka organizers of the President Cup. In the better say any house of folk near whom program near who die between the game na say. If we say Etoile game no say BBA they no calling Besha Ghana mind it's a big honor say we teams who Ghana in na ye France Antikotoko say ye more game bisa and president Manyam name through natural circumstances game no enter na maso it be a hard ye na ye mini has foot pass and give it my show and but unfortunately given into my muscle ye nya betina say ni adwen da betimi asa fata say betimi abo give na share president Manyam.
But me for we misa se amasi ahoboa ene edwada na je se ye pim kokwasi ada ne sa ahoboa no ete se eto for da be no ba bedu ehihye referee kro ba be di match no every kro be so
eto e hwe manim say acha by Thursday there no be do Ghana any e be recovery training we say adeba hokra mpa na me fan to giant say okay si bia na park na ya na sin so ne to na e book him 19 minutes ba energy a Nka two teams in the best on the game. It's more like playing over 80 minutes. Nka breve players in not a fatigue between me about two teams in the alpha. Yes, so you can see the against at all. I heard him say, "Namboy, what I'm do or maybe do Ghana," but the Coba and the SARD in fast them in a couple. Say even few minutes a ball game no crown. Prebiamba Kotokafa, Prebiamba Hasufa Kafa. A shame, say, references so actually by each other, so also be Ghana, a movie Liberia, or we do Ghana, now Obatini, Eddie Tuapa, Amakaf, and Afghan football. Yes, share we Kosenka give me any article. One of the preparatory games are then for the bigger assignment against Etoile, but notwithstanding, a boy to be a good result on Sunday.
Okay. Me da se pay.
That's a couple sharing now.
Okay. Kotoko kasama for ni na twetwe nko ni nyina no President Cup ananka o se eba so ekumase baba yara go pramaso nanso ensuo no ne nyame pe no ye ensuo nti edu ba bi no sima dunan eno musi akan no na se de city no mutumi ento aso eno enti omo etwa match no so yento aso na yenko Black Matthews under 23 Olympic Games beba so nyame ya adom afia ebe room 2020 na yebo qualifiers e di akonemu Ghana tenefie ebo 1-1